out, how does it sort of change your leadership role with the team, if it does at all?
With PJ, I would say my leadership has to, step up even more. I gotta get different areas of the positions. The D line, the linebackers, safeties. I gotta be more of a leader to the D line. He was a big voice there, but I'm sure um, Tangelo and people like that will step up and become a leader. But I also can help.
Jaquan, with James just talked about the daily quotes that you had in team meetings. They've started posting those to social media. Have there been any quotes in the last couple of weeks or months that have stood out to you?
Say it again.
The quotes. There's a quote at the beginning of every team meeting, and then James has started to post it to social media. Are there any quotes over the past couple of months that have stood out to you?
I'll say just I don't know what person was, but just take it one day at a time. Just be where your feet is. Just be present. I would say that.
Obviously, PJ's big man up front. A big part of the identity of this defense. How do you keep that identity going when you lose somebody who's so much at the forefront of that?
Just having that next player, step up mentality. The next D lineman, whoever that is gonna have to, step up and play a bigger role. And fill that gap. Because PJ, he's a great leader, great player, but at the same time, it's next man up mentality.
Jaquan, how did you handle the bye week? What did you do during the bye? And what did you learn about the team since the loss to Iowa?
During the bye week, I just rested like a lot and recovered, just trying to get my legs back up under me, just trying to get healthy and things like that. Just doing just extra work, just extra stretching and cold tubs and things like that. And then what I learned from this team is we stayed together. We didn't down each other or anything like that. We just kept positivity around, and we just we moved on from the Iowa loss.
How hard can it be to take it one day at a time when there's so much going on in the conversation about Penn State and you guys are always in the conversation of the top 10? Like, do you guys find that difficult to stay locked in and just focused on one game?
Honestly, we really don't focus on the rankings and things like that. We just try to take it one day at a time, be where our feet is, just get better each and every day, whether that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, just try to get better, each and every day, that 1%, so we just focus on things like that and everything will take care of itself.
You had a big decision to make in the offseason about whether to come back or enter the draft. Now that you're 6 games in, what are your thoughts on the decision that you made, way back when?
I was always great with my decision. I knew what team, we were going to have coming back, and I knew what type of player I wanted to be coming back. And, obviously the coaching staff, they supported me and things like that, my family and things like that. So, once I, came back, I was all in. And then, other players, were all in. And once we start working together, we're a very dangerous team. So
where do you think you improved the most from last season?
I think I improved just making plays on the ball and just, seeing things faster, just seeing plays, just diagnosing plays and, trusting my instincts more and just, going and playing fast like myself.
Jaquan, I think it was last week we were talking to Tig, and he said that what it's like living with you is watching film all the time. How much do you think about football, and when you're out there, do you feel like you see things that you've seen on film, like you can physically see it?
I'll probably say, I'm in love with the game of football. If I'm not doing school, I'm probably doing some, watching YouTube videos of some old football games or some old school players or some highlights. But I will also, say that, out there on the football field, I do see a lot of things. I see the plays before they happen, and then, sometimes I feel like I'm in the offensive coordinator's head. Whatever, favorite plays that he has done in the past or that I've seen during film, it always translates and goes back to trusting my instincts again.
Who are your favorite safeties to watch?
I'll say Sean Taylor, Ed Reed, Earl Thomas, safeties like that, old school safeties, who like to hit and, cover ground and things.
You go up against him every day in practice. What does Sean Clifford bring to this offense that you think really makes it special when he's in there?
Leadership and that confidence, just the way, he leads the offense and, and he also has confidence, that he's the best quarterback in the country, and I believe that.
Jaquan, does it ever feel like you're halfway through your last season in this uniform, and do You ever take a moment to sit back and kind of appreciate it?
I think every Saturday, I sit down there at the 50-yard line and I just take it all in, just like, wow, just look at this environment, whether it's home or away, just look, look at yourself, you're sitting here, in a Penn State uniform, playing whoever, I always, take it all in, before the game or even out here when I walk to the side, after class, I'm walking through here, I see the grass cut and things like that, just everywhere around here. I'm just definitely humbled to be here.
With a new coach that Illinois has, what's that process like of trying to watch film of them while they're implementing those new systems? How much more difficult does it make it for you guys?
The process is just, just what is their favorite, plays, what their bread and butter plays, what they like to run. They have a new coach, but at the same time, he's gonna run certain plays because that's what he likes. Everybody has like a certain plays that they want to keep running at certain times. They might mix it up here and there, but at the same time, they're always gonna go back to who they are.
When you're watching film, do you feel like you can see that personality of the play caller when you're looking through some of the stuff they've done in the past, and then how does that inform what you do on the field?
Yeah, when I'm watching film, I feel like I can see, what they're doing and why they're doing it, and it translates, to the field because when I'm out there and I see that certain formation, or they try to mix it and try to sugarcoat it, but at the same time it's gonna go back, to the same play. I do see things like that. So.
Is there a play that stands out to you this year? I know you had talked about the Wisconsin one before, where you felt you knew what was coming. Is there another example of that where you felt like your film study really had a beat on what they were trying to do?
Probably, I would say, Iowa. A lot of games actually, but I would say Iowa. Just their play actions, their boots, and their certain runs. Like I knew that if the fullback came back, that was gonna go opposite of me, and like they were checked. Like if I came down. And like I showed a little bit, they would check opposite and run the other way or just check their offense. Indiana, there's certain formations, just try to motion and like try to give us different looks, but it's the same play. So, yeah.
Have you picked up a tell on anybody? Like, what's maybe the craziest tell that you found that you said to your teammates, like, hey, like when they do this, this is what's gonna happen? Is there a moment like that?
Yeah, just like a certain formation, just how somebody's lined up, or a tail might be like the way the receiver comes out. Sometimes he comes out when he's about to get the ball, like he'll start messing with his hands, or when it's about to be a run, he gets a little lazy. He'll come out the huddle and start jogging and not really look like he wants to do that play. So there's certain tells, and it could be from the quarterback also. The quarterback looking around, that means it might be a pass, or a running back. He might be messing with his his legs, trying to get his legs going. It's about to be a run. Just little things like that.
Two more guys. You guys have been pretty good all year with pass breakups. Every cornerback and safety in America wants to break up a pass, but you guys have been good at it across the board. What do you think makes you good at it, and how do you get good at it?
Here at practice, our coaches, just repping it, every single day, just trying to get better, just trying to put us in different situations, uncomfortable situations out here in practice where it's hard and make the game easier.
Jaquan, what has Arnold Ebiketie meant to the defense this year?
He's been a star, a force, run our pass, and and people sleep on him in the run game, but he's a very physical defensive end, and once you turn on the film, you're gonna see that he's a very balanced defensive end, and he's a superstar for sure.